Hello, everybody. It's Don again. Don, also known as Don, the AS lifter. So I wanted to talk to you today about something that just I see all the time. It's being posted, and it's something I just wanted to talk about. It's kind of been sitting on my mind for a while. So here goes. Hopefully, this is good for the people that are newly diagnosed with a chronic disease. So you're diagnosed with a chronic disease. So now what? What are you going to do? What's your goals? What are you going to? How you handle it? I can tell you personally from my experience being diagnosed with ankylosing spondylitis, you really have two choices. You can either A, fight the disease to live the best life you can, or you can let the disease live for you. And I see a lot of people that post and they think that just because they have a chronic disease that their life is over. They're going to die, illness, whatever. And in some cases, yes, the disease inevitably kill you. But that's a very small percentage of us. And there's points and times where the medication may, affect your health. But again, that's a small percentage of us. We have the choice, and the reality is the choice is only within you. When I got the disease and I was formally diagnosed, I went through the depression stage, I went through the anger stage, and then I actually became very humble. And I realized that, even though disease is a curse, in a way, it was enlightenment. It woke me up and let me appreciate the life I have, the things that are around me, appreciate the time I have left on this earth with the family, friends, and people I love. Some things that you probably took for granted, or like myself, I took for granted some of those things before. So in a way, the disease was a blessing and a curse. So with that, I took the blessing side of it and realized that, I looked at and evaluated my life as a whole and said, okay, what if I only have an unlimited amount of days? Live the life the best I can. Live for, the best that I can get, the most I can get out of life. And that's kind of where the decision comes in. Now you got this disease. There are ways to cure it. Or not cure it, excuse me, sorry. Back up. In our case, there is no cure. But there are ways to fight. So the decision and the choice to fight is yours and solely yours. So I encourage the people that are new that have the diseases, even if it's not ankylosing spondylitis, just a chronic illness in general, is research your disease. Find out what works, what helps. Find that support group. Find people that are fighting. The challenging yourself. Push yourself to get the most out of life, the best life you can have. Appreciate the life you have, the things you have around you. Your family, your friends. Your loved ones. If you have children, appreciate the time you have with your children. There's roadblocks, there's bumps in the road. There's not every day, rainbows and roses. But the reality is if you take the mindset of a positive approach and you take on the disease head on, there are more good days than there are bad. It's just a mental choice that you have to make. To fight. And this is anything, any chronic illness out there, any disease, not just ankylosing spondylitis. But again, for the new people out there that are diagnosed with a chronic disease, you may, be wondering what now, why me, and I've been there. And at that point, you gotta stop taking on that blame and thinking it's you or the world, or that somebody did it to you, or why, you got to look at from the positive side. As a curveball, just take a step back, a different approach, evaluate the life you have, evaluate the things that mean the most in your life, start looking at it from a positive point of view, and start living for those. Start pushing yourself, to get what you want to do. Find the things that your bucket list, or what do you want to do out of life, what do you want to get out of life, and just strive for it. You know, it's just the choice you have to make, and you really gotta make it early on, because at the end of the day, the choice is yours and only yours. The world didn't do this to you. You know, God didn't do this to you. It's something that just happened. It was destiny. Unfortunately, it may not be the best destiny that you can get, but it was destiny, and it's a choice. At this point, it's a choice you have to make to push yourself forward, to live your life, to get the most out of it. Again, I'm Don, the AS Lifter. Please click that subscribe button if you like what you're hearing. Show some support, share the videos, get our message out there. And again, I'm on Instagram as Texas Markham. I'm on Facebook as Don Markham, A Fitness Journey with Ankylosing Spondylitis. And if you're new to the disease or ankylosing spondylitis or new to any kind of chronic illness, please don't lose hope. There is hope out there, and there's a lot of us like myself that are fighting. So you can fight as well. Thank you, good night, and keep fighting.